Hey friends, we're working on the Toyota Tacoma today. And what we're going to be doing is installing a new battery stay over this specific battery right here. Now the old stay actually was in really bad shape, corroded, and so we really needed to replace that. And so basically we got this as our replacement piece. You can find it right here on Amazon. I'll put some links in the description box below if you'd like to grab it for yourself. And the reason this is so unique is that it has really long bars here. Now these hook bars go into these little holes. One is right down here, and then the other one is over here. And you can barely just see the bracket that goes right there. This side is short, and this side is really long, which makes this really kind of a unique piece to find if you are going to kind of find a one-size-fits-all for this specific Tacoma. So again, this one has these really long bars, which are going to suit this side over here. And then again, we may need to cut one with our hacksaw in order to get it to fit on the other side. We'll see how that goes. Now, this battery stay is a little bit unique. It has options to actually install it in the vertical like this. As you can see, those bars go up and down through two holes that are on the side there. Or the way we're going to install it is actually up and down just like this. So it can lay down and actually hold both sides in as well as hook into those lower holes for us. So let's go ahead and take these off. There's some wing nuts down here and a washer. Be careful not to loosen those as you take these long bolts out. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is take this crossbar. You want to lift up the handle of your battery like this. And I'm just going to slip this underneath there and set it down on top of the battery. You can see that's actually a perfect fit for this specific battery. So again, with that in place, we can now work on this far crossbar right here, getting it down in that hole. Okay, we're going to take our little bar here, and I'm going to actually first feed it up through the top hole here. And then what we can do is down on the bottom, fish it into that hook just like this. Now I'm going to need two hands for this, but now we're going to put our wing nut with the washer on the bottom back down on top here to secure it in place. So the washer will go on first, just like that, and then we'll take our little wing nut here and we'll just screw that on top just like this and get it down into place. Now we don't want to lock this in too tight yet, just kind of get it so that it's finger tight and everything's nice and secure and not moving around. Now on this side of the battery, again, we were hooking into there. So with this long one in its present length, look at this. See, if I try to put it down in here, you can see I can hook into that bottom right there, but look how far it sticks up. That actually threatens us closing the hood directly on there, causing some damage. So as you can see, the threads can come up through there and we can actually hacksaw this off. Or if you're like me, you have an older one that's actually a little bit smaller. Now again, this bar is from an additional kit, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. But again, you do have the option to take a hacksaw or a grinder and cut this. Again, be very careful though, because as you're cutting these threads, you still want to be able to get that wing nut up and over the top. So with the smaller one, we'll go up through that hole first, and then we'll come down and we'll hook it into our little bracket hole. And then as you can see, that just pokes up just a little bit right there. So we'll first grab our washer and put that on. And we can go ahead and tighten this one up pretty darn good. Make sure it's nice and snug. And then once we feel that, you can see that's nice and in place. We'll go over here and we'll just tighten this one down enough to get it nice and snug as well. And this will compress the bar on and again, keep that battery in place. You can see I'm shaking this around pretty hard and that is not moving. So there you go, that's looking pretty good. So here's kind of our finished product. You can see it hooked in there, the nice crossbar hooked down in there. This is what makes this specific battery stay really a little bit frustrating, is you have to have two different sizes for these bars. So again, with this specific kit that I have linked below, you'd have to hacksaw it off, or you can grab two different ones, one with the long bar, one with the short one. So there you go, friends. Hopefully that has helped make your job just a little bit easier. Thanks for watching. We've got a ton more Toyota videos coming up, fixes, how-tos, those kind of things. So stay tuned. We'll have more of those coming up very soon. We'll see you on the next one.